Most of my life, I talked a good game, the game of entrepreneurship, money, and metrics. This is what I was taught. I believed something that wasn't true. I adopted the belief system in the society that business and entrepreneurship in particular is about hustling. It's about making it happen, and it's about delivering financial and business results to clients. For me, talking to my old self, thinking about listening to this the way I was years ago when I started my sales outsourcing company, it would be impossible to even hear this. I would think the part of myself that's speaking now, was absolutely crazy. Did you know that everything we were taught is wrong? What I mean by that is that when you have a belief system that you are basing your life upon, what you're doing is you're creating a reality that you don't want to live in because you've accepted others' priorities, ideas, and worldview as true. You've accepted it as your own perspective when it's not. One day, that changed for me. I realized in the fall of 2020 that all of the clients of my sales outsourcing company, which had been really successful, that I bootstrapped, only cared about one thing: themselves and getting what they wanted for their business. The financial result they wanted was all that they cared about. That's why they hired us. There's nothing wrong with that. Those people who run tech companies, software companies, and other sorts of small businesses are under a lot of pressure and pain. And they need the financial results. They need the business outcomes. So what was the problem? I was not connected into the part of myself that wanted more. And not just for myself. I wanted more for them. But they didn't want more for themselves. How do we solve this problem? Well, first, we got to connect into the part of ourselves that always knows the right answer and tells us what we want to be doing. When we have a vision inside that is purposeful, that is meaningful, and lightens the load on others, for example, helps them feel more connected to themselves and others, or gives them a sense of purpose and meaning for themselves as part of the business result we're delivering. Not as the inconsequential, oh, that would be nice. And then, hey, let's talk about numbers because they don't care. Well, how do you do this in this marketplace? How do you do this when most people don't care about themselves enough to be willing to work with people who are doing more for the world than just providing, in my case, more leads and sales? You embody the thing that you are, that you want to be, that you want to do. You bring that into your life. That is how you become a 1% entrepreneur. A top 1% entrepreneur is someone who, yes, has been financially successful and is financially successful in delivering business value. Of course. It just doesn't matter. It's important, but doesn't matter. Sure, I got to make a living. The top 1% entrepreneur, and this is where I got myself to, is not measured by external results. It's measured by a sense of inner freedom. It's measured by satisfaction that now, with Red Pill Pathway, I'm doing more than I thought was possible for other people to help them elevate the opportunity to create meaningful visions and bring those visions into the world in a way that lightens the load and burden on others, as well as delivers business performance. By the way, not as the main focus. So why is this so hard? It's not. But everything we were taught is wrong. We have to do the opposite of what we were trained to think and do. We live in the just do it culture. We live in a make it happen society. We live in a just do more of what works culture. Well, how do you solve this problem? There is a concept called leap, don't run. Leap, don't run is an energetic, spiritual orientation to life, to enter the stream of life down below that is there and has always been there, is there now, and will always be there, that has infinite potential and power inside itself to allow you to bring your true nature into the world in a way where you automatically connect and attract with others who are waiting for you to be there for them because they care too. They don't always know it. But when they hear you speak, because you are speaking from the standpoint of connected truth, they will work with you. It's not about business success. It's not about revenue. It's not about money. Those are byproducts that happen for top 1% entrepreneurs who find their true self, know who cares about what you have to offer, and want you to help them lighten the load for them and for their customers.